You ever walked into a room and instantly felt the energy, whether it was heavy and tense or light and joyful? Or maybe you've experienced moments where you just knew what someone was thinking or feeling without them even saying a word. This isn't just intuition. This is group consciousness at work. Welcome to another episode of Lemurian, The Art of Remembering. If you're new here, hi, I'm Cherry, a spiritual life coach, numerologist, and energy alchemist. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And if you can watch it to the end, it really helps my channel. And leave a comment. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about group consciousness. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most powerful yet misunderstood forces in the universe, group consciousness. In this episode, we'll explore what group consciousness is and why it's so powerful, how human thoughts, emotions, and beliefs influence reality, why collective energy is more important than ever during this time of planetary awakening, and how you can contribute to raising the frequency of the collective and step into your role as a conscious creator. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's dive into the incredible power of group consciousness. So what is group consciousness? Group consciousness, or also called collective consciousness, is the shared energy, awareness, and vibration of a collective group of beings. It can exist as different levels between two people, a family, a community, a country, or even the entire planet. The energy field of humanity. Every thought, feeling, and belief contributes to a larger energetic field that influences all of us. The 100th monkey effect. The idea that once a critical number of individuals adopt a new behavior or belief, it suddenly spreads to the rest of the population. Lemurian unity consciousness. The ancient civilization of Lemuria lived in a state of deep group consciousness, operating as one harmonious whole, without division or separation. Have you ever had a moment where you just knew something, as if the answer came from beyond you? That may have been the collective field speaking to you. So what is the science and spirituality of group consciousness? Group consciousness just isn't a spiritual concept. It is a scientifically proven phenomenon. Researchers in quantum physics and neuroscience have discovered that human thoughts are not isolated events. They create electromagnetic fields that influence the world around us. So what is that scientific proof of group consciousness? The Maharishi Effect. A famous study showed that when a small group of people meditated on peace in a city, crime rates dropped significantly. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating and scientifically documented proofs of group consciousness in action. The effect I spoke about earlier. Let's look at what happened when this was put to a test in New York City. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Maharishi effect, it was first discovered by scientists studying the impact of large-scale meditation on society. The hypothesis that a small percentage of a population, if meditating together on peace, could lower crime rates, reduce violence, and even shift the overall energy of an entire city. This was done in New York, called the New York Experiment. This experiment took place in 1993, a time when New York City was struggling with one of the highest crime rates in its history. Violent crime, robberies, and assaults were at an all-time high. The city was drowning in fear, tension, and anger. People were afraid to walk the streets at night. The energy of New York was dense, chaotic, disconnected, and consumed by low vibrations. So, a group of researchers and meditation practitioners decided to test the power of group consciousness to see if they could influence the city's crime rate without changing anything physically. No new policies, no increased law enforcement, just focused, intentional meditation on peace. During the experiment, over the course of 8 weeks, a group of about 4,000 trained transcendental meditation practitioners gathered in different locations across New York. Every day, for hours at a time, they meditated with a single unified intention to radiate peace, harmony, and higher consciousness into the energy field of the city. And here's a truly mind-blowing part. Before this experiment began, city officials, police departments, and government leaders were skeptical. Some even laughed at the idea that meditation could reduce crime. But as the weeks passed, something remarkable started happening. Crime rates started to drop. Emergency room visits declined. Reports of violence significantly decreased. Even the overall mood of the city seemed to shift. People felt calmer, more at ease. In total, the study recorded a 23.3% drop in crime rates during the weeks the meditation was happening. This was a dramatic and statistically significant result. And what's even more astonishing, the researchers had predicted this outcome beforehand, stating that even 1% of the population engaged in deep meditation, it could shift the energy field of the entire group. So what happened after the experiment? What were the long-term impacts of consciousness? Now, skeptics might say, well, maybe it was just a coincidence, but here's the thing. This wasn't the only time this has happened. The same effect has been documented in Washington, D.C., in India, in South America, and in other cities across the world. This is scientific proof that group consciousness is not just an idea. It is a measurable force. The electromagnetic field of human thoughts and intentions is powerful enough to influence crime rates, public behavior, and the overall frequency of a city. Now let's pause here for a moment and think about what this means for us today. If a small group of people meditating in New York City could dramatically lower crime rates, what does that tell you about our own individual power? What does that tell us about the potential of humanity if more of us consciously tuned into higher frequencies of love, peace, and unity? If 1% of the population can shift an entire city's energy, imagine what could happen if millions of people intentionally focused on healing the planet. What kind of world could we create? What kind of world could we create together? So what is quantum entanglement? In physics, two particles can be separated by vast distances, but still affect each other instantly, just like human consciousness. It's the bringing together of heart coherence and science collective energy. If quantum physics proves that everything is connected at the fundamental level, then what about our emotions? Can large groups of people emotionally influence the Earth's energy field? Science says yes. So what is heart coherence? The HeartMath Institute, a world-renowned research center in California, has spent decades studying the connection between human emotions and the Earth's energy field. Their research shows that the heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field in any organ in the human body, 5,000 times stronger than the brain. This is working with the fifth energy body. When people focus on emotions like love, gratitude, or joy, their heartbeats become more coherent, rhythmic, and harmonious. This is called the heart coherence. When large groups of people synchronize their heart coherence, it creates a measurable impact on the global energy field. Example 1, the Global Coherence Monitoring System. The HeartMath Institute has built a worldwide network of sensors that monitor the Earth's electromagnetic field. Their data shows that when major global events happen, whether positive or negative, the Earth's energy shifts. After 9/11, there was a massive global shift in the energy field as people felt grief, fear, and shock. During large-scale global meditations, the energy shifts into a higher vibrational state, promoting healing and unity. Science found that before the 9/11 attacks even happened, the Earth's electromagnetic field began to spike. This suggests that human consciousness picked up on this event before it physically happened, as if the collective energy field was reacting in real time. This study provided evidence that our collective emotions create ripples in the energy field that affects the entire planet. When groups intentionally focus on love, peace, and healing, the sensors pick up shifts in the Earth's energy field, proving that emotions are not just personal, they are planetary. Group consciousness isn't just a spiritual concept. It's a measurable force that influences the world in real time. So what does this mean for us? Every time you choose love over fear, gratitude over resentment, and unity over division, you are actively contributing to shifting the global energy field. Meditation, intention setting, and collective heart coherence have the power to heal, uplift, and create real change. So what kind of energy are you putting into the collective field today? If your emotions were contributing to the frequency of the planet, how would you shift your vibration? The HeartMath Institute found that when large groups of people focus on emotions like love, gratitude, and unity, it creates measurable changes in the Earth's electromagnetic field. How it's physically measurable. Quantum entanglement, the science of interconnection. To understand how group consciousness works on a scientific level, we have to look at one of the most mysterious and fascinating discoveries in quantum entanglement. This concept proves that two particles, no matter how far apart they are, can become linked in such a way that when one changes, the other instantly changes too, even if they are light years apart. So what is quantum entanglement? In the quantum world, two particles can be entangled, meaning they can share an energetic connection. When scientists manipulate one of these entangled particles, the other particle instantaneously mirrors that change, regardless of how much space separates us, and it defies classic laws of space and time. Example 1. The 2015 Delft University experiment in the Netherlands conducted an experiment proving entanglement across 13 kilometers. They measured two photons, particles of light that were entangled, placed them in different locations, and manipulated one. The second photon reacted instantly, defying the speed of light, which should be impossible under classic physics. This means the information was transferred instantaneously across space, showing that everything in the universe is interconnected at a fundamental level. Example 2, the Einstein paradox. Einstein once called the phenomenon spooky actions at a distance because it challenges our understanding of reality. If two tiny particles can be instantly connected across vast distances, imagine how human thought, emotions, and energy fields are interconnected beyond the limits of space and time. So what does this mean for group consciousness? That every thought, emotion, and intention we hold has the potential to affect others, no matter where they are. This could explain why collective meditation practices, prayer, and mass consciousness shifts have such powerful, measurable effects. Our consciousness is entangled with the collective energy of humanity, meaning that when we raise our own vibration, we are literally influencing the entire world. So have you ever felt an instant energetic shift when someone enters a room before they even speak? What if that's your personal proof of quantum entanglement happening in real life? So how much can you contribute to the raising of the collective frequency? Now that we understand that group consciousness is like an energetic internet connection, connecting all of humanity, let's talk about something really important, how you personally influence this field. Because whether you realize it or not, you are always broadcasting energy into the collective. Question is, what frequency are you contributing? Are you adding fear, anxiety, or doubt? Or are you anchoring love, peace, and expansion? The beautiful thing is that once you become aware of your energy, you can begin to consciously shape the world around you. One of the biggest myths is that individuals are powerless to create change. But the truth is you are incredibly powerful. When you shift your own vibration, you shift the energy of the entire group. So how to positively influence group consciousness? The power of your thoughts and intentions. Every thought you have ripples out into the collective field. So let's start with something simple, but incredibly powerful. Your thoughts. Most people go through life without realizing that every thought they have is like a signal being broadcast into the collective field. High frequency emotions like love, gratitude, and compassion raise the collective vibration. Emotions aren't just personal experiences. They are vibrational signals that affect everyone around you. When you feel emotions like love, gratitude, and joy, and compassion, you are literally raising the vibration of the collective field. They're anchoring light into the earth's grid through meditation, prayer, or simply holding the intention of peace has real measurable effects. You don't just influence the people around you. Your energy directly connects with the earth's energetic grid. The planet is a living, breathing consciousness. And just like we can raise our own vibration, we can also raise the vibration of the planet. Healing yourself heals the world. Your personal healing releases ancestral traumas and transforms the collective. One of the most overlooked ways you can raise the collective frequency is through your own inner healing. Every time you release old wounds, clear traumas, or shift limiting beliefs, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing everyone connected to you. If your thoughts were shaping reality, would you be more mindful of what you focus on? What energy is in your heart? What energy is your heart broadcasting into the world? Are you sending waves of love or signals of stress? What if you could contribute to the healing of the earth just by shifting your own energy? Now, how do you apply this in daily life? What generational cycles are you ready to break? How will your healing change the world? Are you already shifting the collective? The truth is, you don't have to be a monk, a spiritual teacher, or a famous leader to shift the world's consciousness. You already are. You are already doing it. Every time you choose love over fear, gratitude over doubt, healing over avoidance, you are contributing to the collective awakening. Now, what's the future of group consciousness and planetary ascension? We are in the middle of the greatest consciousness shift in human history. People all over the world are awakening, remembering who they truly are. and stepping into their power as creators of reality. This shift is not just personal, it is planetary. The entire collective is evolving, and we are stepping into our own power as conscious creators of reality. The systems built on fear, separation, and control are crumbling. Why? Because they were never in alignment with truth, with love, or with the highest frequency of consciousness. And as those outdated paradigms dissolve, a new reality is emerging, one based on unity, expansion, and divine remembrance. We are moving from a world of separation, fear, and control into a new reality of love and expansion. The role of the star seeds, light workers, and energy healers. Many of us have incarnated specifically at this time to assist in this shift. So how do you stay anchored in high vibration while the world transforms? Practical tips for maintaining your light during global changes. If you knew that your energy alone could shift the collective, how would you choose to live differently? We are all connected, not just to each other, but to the earth, the cosmos, and source of energy. Living from a place of love, abundance, and higher awareness. Understanding that thoughts create reality, and manifestation is a natural state of being. Seeing life as synchronicity, dance rather than a struggle. The shift in awareness. More people are experiencing synchronicities, heightened intuition, ancient teachings, once hidden and resurfacing now. Even science is catching up, proving concepts like the power of intention, energy. Not everyone is experiencing this shift in the same way. Some people are just starting to wake up, while others always felt like they were different, as if they were here for a deeper purpose. If you resonate with that, you may be part of a group known as starseeds, light workers, and energy healers. So what is the role in planetary ascension? We are not just watching the shift. We are the shift. Every choice you make, every intention you hold, every act of love and healing ripples out into the entire field of consciousness. The world is transforming, and you are a vital part of that transformation. So let's take a moment to absorb this incredible truth. Science is now proving what ancient wisdom had always known. We are all connected, and our energy influences the world around us. If we are all entangled at a quantum level, if our hearts radiate energy and shift the global field, then what does that mean for the future of humanity? It means that we are not separate. We are powerful creators, weaving the energy of the world together in every moment. The truth is, we are not separate. We never were. Every action, every thought, every intention is woven into the great tapestry of human consciousness. So now ask yourself, will you be intentional with your energy? Will you contribute love, healing, and wisdom to the collective field? If the answer is yes, then you're in the right place. Down in the description, you'll see a free Lemurian activation guide, which is where you can start your journey. I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, please put it down below. I'd love to hear from you. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it so that we can spread the message of group consciousness and how powerful it can be. Until next time,